Listen to me. If you think I'm walking into 2026 as the same version of me you saw last year, you got me all the way wrong. I refuse to repeat who I was. I'm leveling up. I'm evolving. I'm stepping into a version of myself that I've never met before. And you better take a picture of the old me, because that's the only proof you'll ever have that version existed. I need you to hear me with your soul right now. You are a priority. Before anybody knew your name, before anybody believed in you, before anybody cared about you, God already called you. You weren't made by accident. You weren't made quickly. You weren't made casually. You were made fearfully, wonderfully, intentionally. And you keep living like you an afterthought. The question is, when are you going to level up? When are you going to stop acting like the junk version of yourself when the classic version, the masterpiece version, is inside you waiting to come out? When are you going to stop waiting for other people to make you a priority and finally step into the identity that was spoken over you before you ever took your first breath? I'm telling you right now, 2026 is not waiting on you. Life is not waiting on you. Destiny is not waiting on you. The new you is standing at the door, knocking, asking, are you ready yet? Are you done shrinking? Are you done apologizing for who you are? Are you done living like your mistakes define you? You better hear me. You were made with purpose, with detail, with intention. Hug yourself if you have to. Remind yourself if you have to. Say it out loud. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. I am God's priority. And if that's true, then the best version of you is still ahead. Eyes have not seen. Ears have not heard. 2026 is about to meet the upgraded you, the focused you, the unstoppable you. And once that version shows up, there's no going back. Are you ready? Because the new version of you in 2026 is waiting. Listen to me. Point number 1 is everything. Refuse to repeat the old version of yourself. Transformation is non-negotiable. You cannot walk into 2026 dragging the same mindset, the same habits, the same excuses, the same broken patterns that kept you stuck in 2025. You cannot expect a new life with the same old you. That math has never worked, and it never will. Some of you keep praying for change, begging for change, hoping for change. But you're recycling the same version of you every single year. You shed tears, but you don't shed behaviors. And I'm telling you right now, the old version of you is the biggest enemy to the future you've been asking for. You better hear what I'm saying. Transformation is not optional anymore. It's not something you try. It's not something you get around to. It's not something you wait for a perfect moment to start. It's non-negotiable. You either evolve or you evaporate. You either upgrade or you stay stuck. You either grow or you shrink. Life is not rewarding the person you used to be. It's waiting on the person you are becoming. Stop romanticizing the old you. Stop defending the old you. Stop protecting the old you like it's a museum piece. The old you knows your pain, not your promise. The old you knows your limitations, not your potential. The old you knows survival, not elevation. And every time you try to step into something bigger, that old voice pulls you back, whispering who you used to be. But listen to me, who you used to be is no longer in charge. You should be unrecognizable every 30 days. You should evolve so fast people need a photo album just to remember the version of you they met last year. You should grow so aggressively that even your own reflection says, we've never been here before. Listen to me. If your environment, your circle, your habits, your thinking hasn't changed, then don't expect your results to change. Transformation requires sacrifice. It requires discipline. It requires you to confront the parts of you you've been avoiding. And some of you keep saying, this is just who I am. No, that's who you settled to be. That's who the pain shaped. That's who the fear molded. But that's not who you were designed to be. You weren't made for stagnation. You weren't made for comfort zones. You weren't made to repeat cycles like a scratched record. You were made to grow, to stretch, to expand, to rise. You can't enter 2026 as last year's model. You can't go into a new season with expired identity. You can't keep wearing the same emotional clothes from 2018, 2020, 2023 and expect people to treat you like a brand new creation. Strip that version off. You've outgrown it. You've evolved past it. It doesn't fit anymore. This is the year where transformation becomes your standard. This is the year where you refuse to recycle old patterns. This is the year where you look the old you in the face and say, I'm done. You don't get to drive anymore. Because a new life requires a new you. And that new you is ready, waiting, and depending on you to show up. Listen to me. Point number 2 is the one most people ignore their whole lives. Recognize yourself as a priority. Stop waiting on people to pick you, validate you, approve you, celebrate you, or recognize your value before you recognize it yourself. You keep acting like you're optional. You keep treating yourself like the last item on your own list. You keep living like your dreams, your health, your peace, your calling can sit in the back seat while you run around making everybody else's life a priority but your own. And you wonder why you're drained, frustrated, confused, exhausted. It's because you've been giving the world a VIP experience while giving yourself leftover energy. Hear me clearly. You are a priority. Not because somebody said it. Not because somebody made you feel that way. Not because you earned it. You are a priority because before anybody on this planet even knew your name, you were already chosen. You were already intentional. You were already fearfully and wonderfully made. Before a doctor announced your existence, the Creator announced your assignment. But the problem is, you keep waiting for humans to confirm what heaven already stamped. You better stop letting people treat you like a discount version of yourself. Stop letting people give you clearance rack attention when you were created with premium detail. Stop shrinking so somebody else can feel comfortable. Stop dimming your light because somebody else refuses to shine. Stop putting your calling on hold because someone else hasn't figured out theirs. You walk differently when you know you're a priority. You talk differently. You move differently. You make decisions differently. You stop accepting the bare minimum. You stop chasing people who don't see your worth. You stop apologizing for your greatness. You stop negotiating with your potential. When you finally see yourself the way you were designed, valuable, purposeful, handcrafted, you stop living like a spare part. The reason you haven't stepped into your next level is not because you're not gifted. Not because you're not capable. Not because you're unlucky. It's because you keep waiting for someone else to put a crown on your head when God already did that. You keep waiting for someone else to clap for you when heaven applauded the moment you were created. You keep waiting for someone to choose you when you were already chosen. Some of you were never anyone's favorite growing up. Some of you didn't get the love you needed. Some of you grew up feeling invisible. And that wound followed you into adulthood. You've been hustling for approval, performing for validation, acting for applause. But listen to me, that ends now. Your value is not attached to who stayed, who left, who clapped, who ignored. You, who believed in you, who doubted you. Your value was locked in before any of them existed. And when you finally understand you are a priority, everything changes. You protect your time. You elevate your standards. You guard your purpose. You honor your gift. You stop asking permission to be who you already are. And the moment you do, that life opens up in ways you've never seen. Because the world can only value you at the level you value yourself. Listen to me. Point number 3 is where the separation happens. Level up your standards. Not your talk, not your dreams. Not your Instagram captions, your standards. Because your life will never rise higher than the standards you're willing to enforce. You keep praying for next level blessings while living with basement level discipline. You keep asking for overflow while operating with minimum effort. You keep wanting more, but your standards are saying less. You better hear what I'm telling you. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not talent. It's not opportunity. It's not luck. It's standards. Standards are the invisible line that says, I refuse to live below this point ever again. But some of you haven't drawn that line yet. You still tolerate things that drain you. You still accept excuses from yourself. You still allow inconsistency to live rent-free in your life. Listen, you cannot level up with low-level standards. You can't demand excellence from life when you give mediocrity to it. You can't expect the highest version of 2026 you if you're still living according to the lowest expectations of your 2023 self. You are asking for premium results with thrift store effort. And life doesn't work like that. When you truly level up your standards, everything shifts. You stop negotiating with laziness. You stop entertaining distractions. You stop letting people treat you any type of way. You stop making excuses for why you're not where you're supposed to be. You start showing up early. You start staying consistent. You start honoring your commitments, not because somebody is watching, not because somebody is keeping score, but because your standards won't let you do anything less. Some of you have high dreams and low boundaries, and that combination will destroy you. You let anybody in your space, anybody in your mind, anybody in your circle. You let people who don't respect themselves influence how you live your life. You let people without discipline talk you out of your discipline. You let people who quit on everything convince you to quit too. But when you level up your standards, you become extremely selective about what gets access to you. Your time becomes sacred. Your energy becomes sacred. Your peace becomes sacred. Your purpose becomes sacred. You stop giving VIP passes to people who don't deserve lawn seats. You stop letting the world drag you down to its level. Instead, you pull yourself and everything connected to you to a higher level. You've got classic inside you. You've got greatness inside you. But you can't unlock it with bargain bin standards. You can't become who you were created to be while living at the level of who life tried to turn you into. You can't walk into 2026 as a masterpiece while tolerating the habits of a malfunction. Raise the standard. Raise the expectation. Raise the bar on yourself. Because the truth is, the moment you level up your standards, your life has no choice but to level up with you. Listen to me. Point number 4 is the one that separates dreamers from transformers. Commit to a higher version of yourself every single day. Not once a year, not every January, not when you feel motivated, every day. Because growth is not an event, it's a lifestyle. Transformation is not a moment, it's a decision you renew morning after morning. After morning. Some of you keep asking for a new life while holding on to old habits. You want a new identity, but you refuse to bury the old version of you. You want next level blessings, but you're still operating from last level beliefs. You're praying for 2026 breakthroughs with 2020 mindsets. It doesn't work like that. Real growth requires you to outgrow versions of yourself you once protected. Hear me clearly. The version of you that got you here cannot take you where you're going. You can't evolve while clinging to who you used to be. You can't step into your calling while hugging your comfort zone. You can't walk into greatness with the same thinking that had you stuck. If you want a new you, you've got to release the you that's holding you hostage. Every day you wake up is a chance to choose the stronger you, the wiser you, the more disciplined you, the healed you, the focused you. But the problem is, most people tap out when it gets hard. They go back to what's familiar. They go back to what's easy. They go back to what they know. But the new you is not born in comfort. The new you is forged in sacrifice. Some of you need to hear this. Stop negotiating with your old self. Stop letting your past talk you out of your future. Stop letting your history dictate your destiny. You made mistakes, okay. You fell short, okay. You messed up, okay. That version of you is done, retired, gone. It served its purpose, but it can't stay. You owe it to yourself to evolve. You owe it to the calling on your life to evolve. You owe it to the gift inside you to evolve. The higher version of you is not going to magically appear. You have to train for it. You have to work for it. You have to be intentional about it. You have to make decisions that align with where you're going, not where you've been. You have to talk like the higher version of you. Walk like the higher version of you. Think like the higher version of you. Move like the higher version of you. Transformation is a daily fight. And every day you either feed the new you or feed the old you. One of them is going to win, and the one that wins is the one you invest in. So ask yourself, who are you feeding? Who are you strengthening? Who are you honoring? The version designed for greatness, or the version built from survival? Listen, the new you is waiting. The evolved you is waiting. The stronger you, the disciplined you, the focused you, all waiting on one thing, your daily commitment. Not your hype, not your emotions, your commitment. Because once you commit to becoming that higher version of yourself every day, not sometimes every day, your entire life begins to shift. Listen to me. Point 5 is the one that will either launch you into your future or lock you into your past. Stop waiting for people to validate what God already confirmed. Some of you are delaying your destiny because you're waiting on applause from people who don't even clap for themselves. You're waiting on approval from people who don't know their own value. You're waiting for someone to tell you, you matter, when the one who created you already stamped greatness on your soul. Hear what I'm saying. You are walking around built like a masterpiece, but acting like a mistake because you keep letting humans define what only your creator can. Declare. You keep shrinking yourself because somebody didn't see your worth. You keep hesitating because someone didn't recognize your gift. You keep dimming your light because somebody was uncomfortable with your shine. And I'm trying to get you to see your identity is not up for negotiation. Your purpose is not up for debate. Your value is not determined by opinions. It is determined by origin. You were fearfully and wonderfully made. Not casually, not accidentally, fearfully, wonderfully, intentionally. And until you believe that, you're going to keep living beneath what you were built for. You're going to keep asking people for permission when you were born with authority. You're going to keep waiting for someone to invite you to a table that you were meant to build. Some of you need to stop giving microphones to people who were never qualified to speak over your life. Stop letting broken people tell you you're not enough. Stop letting inconsistent people convince you you'll fail. Stop letting small-minded people shrink your vision. Stop letting the noise of the world drown out the truth of who you are. When you know your identity, when you embrace the fact that you are a priority, you walk different. You choose different. You move different. That you stop explaining yourself. You stop apologizing for being gifted. You stop lowering your standards. You stop settling for relationships, jobs, environments, and habits that dishonor who you are becoming. You start attracting what aligns with your worth because you finally believe you have worth. And when you believe it, the world has no choice but to respond to it. You weren't created last because you were least. You were created last because you were the culmination, the finale, the signature, the masterpiece. Everything before you was preparation for you. Everything after you is impacted by you. You keep acting like you're optional when you were created essential. I need you to stop living like you're waiting to be chosen. You were chosen before you took your first breath. Stop waiting for the world to recognize you. You've already been recognized. Stop waiting for someone to tell you to rise. Rising is in your design. You were made intentionally, crafted purposefully, breathed into purposefully, and once you stop chasing validation and start standing in identity, once you stop begging for confirmation and start walking in conviction, once you stop waiting for someone to crown you and realize you were crowned from the beginning, then 2026 won't just be a new year. It'll be the year the world finally meets the version of you that was destined to change everything.